You know, I'm not that worried about it because, man, is he boring. Like, it's very hard to, like, actually absorb anything Obama's saying. You're just going, like, come on, dude. You could drive a truck through those spaces between words. It's just like, we get it. You're important, historic, but try to speed it up a bit.
His administration's done. His foreign policy's done. So anything he does right now just doesn't mean anything. And this is almost like trying to get the last word in a conversation you lost. Like, your mama. That's basically what Obama did. We kick out the diplomats, but what doesn't affect.
Greg Gutfeld and Tyrus just cracked open a political piñata, and the name that dropped out wasn't exactly shocking: Obama. But what happened after that felt so unexpected that it was like the whole show froze for a second. This wasn't light conversation. They opened a door that made people in Washington quietly stare into their coffee mugs. So what did Obama do that made Gutfeld grin like he just won a live TV bet? Stay with us, because that moment might just shake the polished image of America's coolest former president.
The most boring person on the planet. And that says something. I have a rule of thumb, though. When they say it's both sides.
The previous segment, we talked about when his publisher told him to speak, and when he got to talk for himself. This is another example of a brother having to talk about something that they told.
Greg Gutfeld and Tyrus did it again. The duo, known for stirring political waves, peeled back another uncomfortable layer of Washington. And this time, the name at the center was none other than Barack Obama. The same man once praised for calmness under pressure is now suddenly being linked to a secret that has people across the political world whispering.
Could cut a rug. Look at Syria, Iran, ISIS. I'd say his best move was the chicken dance.
Oh boy.
And Obamacare, a hustle. Don't worry, sad stars. Obama isn't really going away, though. He can always keep playing a president on TV. He'd probably do a great job, or at least do less damage. So, Hollywood will miss Obama. But what will Obama miss? Donald Trump, ISIS, American dissent? It's hard to miss something you didn't see coming or going in the first place. The rise of ISIS, the pernicious spread of Islamism, flourished under the president. These are the things that he opened.
And this wasn't just any secret. It's the kind that makes Gutfeld wear that quiet smirk. The one he gets when he feels like he's uncovered something he was never meant to see. When that look appears, you know something serious is about to drop. It's like when a cat stares into an empty corner. You don't see anything, but you definitely feel the tension. Something big is coming, and everyone in the studio senses it.
You also missed the fact that he also unfriended Obama on Facebook. So this is laughable. Unfortunately, for our president, who's done, and they know he's done, and these sanctions mean absolutely nothing. When these sanctions came out, his phone buzzed. He got a DM from probably Donald Trump saying, "Don't trip, I got this. We'll fix it, after the 20th." And he went, "Okay, cool, we're good. Now go ahead."
Right on cue, Tyrus was there, arms folded, ready to slice through the noise. Half sidekick, half truth detector, and fully sarcastic. Whenever Gutfeld and Tyrus drag a topic into the spotlight, it's never quiet and never gentle. It's humor wrapped around suspicion, delivered straight on live television, and every punch lands hard. That's why nobody dares look away.
Obama and Trump say what? Tyrus, Trump and Obama sat next to each other at Jimmy Carter's funeral. They appear to have buried the hatchet. What do you think they were saying?
Oh, I know what they were saying. Hey, two-term guy. What's up, two-term guy? How are you doing? I don't know, just doing my two-term thing. And Biden was in the front and Kamala was in the... And, oh, hey, I'm sorry, no term and one term.
It's so funny. Dana, and meanwhile, you have Hillary, no term. Yep. Sitting there, and she's just away from her two-term Trump.
Hey, but she got that.
So what's Obama's secret? And no, it's not something dull like a cameo or a golf story. Gutfeld and Tyrus went deep into a mystery most people didn't even realize existed. The whispers, the behind-the-scenes power, the quiet chess moves, the coincidences that somehow always lead back to Obama. It's almost funny how every twist in politics has his name faintly floating in the background like a watermark you just can't erase.
President Obama still has Trump on his mind. Tuesday, he spoke to the Economic Club of Chicago, where Crain's columnist Greg Huns noted a startling comparison of Trump to Hitler. Huns paraphrases what he heard President Obama say. We have to tend to this garden of democracy or else things could fall apart quickly. That's what happened in Germany in the 1930s, which despite the democracy of the Weimar Republic and centuries of high-level cultural and scientific achievements, Adolf Hitler rose to dominate. 60 million people died, so you gotta pay attention and vote. So, Nazi Germany.
Gutfeld practically enjoyed every moment of it. He called it an invisible presidency, a form of control that doesn't need speeches or cameras, just a few phone calls, and suddenly things line up. It's like Obama left office but kept the password. And the strangest part? Nobody seems shocked anymore. His influence doesn't just look political, it feels cultural, permanent, and impossible to ignore.
The website, I think, was $29 a month for the Fiddling Crew. I don't think the American people are glad to see that one go, but when Kennedy acknowledged earlier that Joe was going to be taking this over. So they put the two most easiest things to cut off that there was no victory, and I think he understood that, because let's remember, when he got out, when his term was up, he did not endorse Joe Biden because Joe Biden was crooked and was fleecing the country then on his.
Gutfeld pointed out the irony. Obama might be the only person who left office yet still controls the political conversation. Others fade away into books and speaking tours. Obama built a franchise. And if he really is still pulling strings, it's almost impressive how quietly he does it. He manages to make mystery look like an art form.
For the rest of your, it's like, how could this be bad? And you have cheap natural gas, but he is terrified of, I think, the environmentalist factions in his own party.
Being
He
not
can't
cool.
say, yeah, being not cool. That's what it is.
Thank you.
That was a good heckle.
Heckle.
It's just yeah, but that's true. No, he's scared. He is scared of that's part of the problem. Is environmentalism is perceived as a.
Whenever Gutfeld and Tyrus float one of these theories, social media reacts instantly. Some people get angry, some laugh, others grab popcorn. Because deep down, people love the drama, the twist, the idea that Obama's shadow is always nearby. And Tyrus barely even needs to speak. One slow nod says everything.
Black president, you get that, oh, I can't have any problems. And Joe was like, don't worry, I'll get all the problems for you, all the smoke. So when he was doing that, you can tell it's disingenuous because he's doing what he's supposed to be doing instead of saying, look, I'm going to put this moron who's going to steal and make it way worse. And now we've seen from that date, from that time, how big the spending and ridiculousness has gotten with Joe Biden's fingers always being around, with the exception of 4 years. So I think, and if you asked him if the camera turned off, he would have been like, man, I can't believe we're going to let this dumb be in charge of this stuff. You know he's going to screw this up, right? That's exactly what would have happened.
There's something strangely comforting about the idea that someone calm might still be guiding things in the background. Chaos never really suited Obama's image anyway. And then came the biggest thought of all. What if his influence reaches beyond politics into the media itself? Suddenly, the joke didn't feel like just a joke anymore.
Obama's now a Republican.
Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about.
I think Obama appreciates Trump for saying what he wished he could say.
Well, not just that, and they also were both like, hey, we both won twice. So that
Yeah.
Obama Management Corporation. That's what Gutfeld called it. Every crisis neatly packaged, every moment polished, and you can almost picture Obama relaxing, quietly guiding things with a half smile. That's what makes this whole theory both funny and unsettling. If it's true, he's the smoothest puppet master imaginable. If it's not, then he still wins because everyone keeps talking about him.
By his NPR voice. I was the most relaxing I've ever heard of him. Look, I think he's sexist. I think he's portraying his candidate as a damsel in distress. That somehow she's the target of all these things, when in fact she's responsible for all these things by having this email, this private server. And there's one thing too that he's ignoring, and a lot of people are ignoring, is that Team Hillary knew about Anthony Weiner before he resigned.
The funniest part is that Obama never denies any of this. He just smiles that calm smile that says, "Believe what you like." And the world spins into speculation, because this isn't really about power anymore. It's about mystery. And mystery, when it sticks, becomes legend. Gutfeld and Tyrus know that better than anyone.
Obama surprised fans on our new podcast by saying her pet peeve about her husband is that he's chronically late. For example, we're still waiting on him to admit he's from Kenya. And as for Barack's pet peeve about Michelle, he's mad that she keeps leaving the toilet seat up when she cleans it.
Meanwhile, Greg Gutfeld and Tyrus sat back like artists admiring the storm they'd stirred up, watching the internet explode. Clips were shared, remixed, debated. Obama stayed silent, which only poured more fuel on the fire. And soon, there were two kinds of people: those who believed the theory and those who were just there for the show. In the end, Gutfeld and Tyrus didn't create the obsession. They simply reminded everyone of one truth: America still can't stop making Obama the main character.